So that way loading, so that way playing.
Hello everybody, welcome to another weekly dev stream. My goodness.
It's not on pause there. Right. So I have kind of forgotten what I was doing. Yeah. Get me stuff back. But yeah, I've kind of forgot what I was doing because I've stopped playing this as regularly. Put the Xenobasher in the thingy. What I do remember is I've got steel shit to do. Which means I need to get a little stream of placeholder foundations all the way over from Shah to, you know, Shah-ish. Not sure that node, like those nodes will actually show up on the things here. So the plan is going to be getting that steel facility set up. Okay, if those ones show up and those ones show up, then I know those were over there. This is one of those things where I try to avoid doing, like, making use of foreknowledge of how things are set up. Scooter boot anyway. Thought I collected all this junk. Yeah. To try pinging that again. Oh yeah, I've got that one. I remember grabbing that one when I jumped off the parachute. It's still not showing up. But it can't be that much further north, can it? So it looks like the 8.2 patch respawned a bunch of stuff. That's the point. I haven't checked the FPS too. Well, we're getting 60 FPS. That's nice. Anyway. So yeah, we've got to try and get confirmation that call exists where I know it does, so I don't violate the principle of limited foreknowledge. And I have just realised I haven't updated the streaming info shit So it's what happens when I spend so much time streaming things other than Satisfactory. Although saying that, I did forget to change it when I was streaming Skeleton. But at least the coal's showing up now, and there's a crap ton more coal nodes up there than there should be. Lovely. Facility. I'm gonna put all my tags in. So like yeah, while I'm doing that I'll just sit away playing.
You're doing fantastic. I know I am. Bonjour. Salut. Let's see here. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Is afternoon like a noot kind of afternoon or?
Here we go.
Get to it. I need the news. I need him now. Chill. Okay, chill. We'll get to that point. Don't worry about it. We'll get to it. Don't worry. Is that? Yeah, it's up. I was like, it's early. 2 o'clock in Sweden. 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. Holy shit. It's too early. Go to bed. Gotta sleep. Thanks for breaking the mods. You got it. The mods, I get the mods update immediately the second the update goes live. I don't know what's a big deal. Get their heart, get it? Too early about that shit. No, chill, hurt. No, come on. Just give us a second. Yeah, we can't much. The state of things as they are right now. I'll give people one more minute. Just get on in here. State of the state. What's the state of the mods? I think the state of mods.
Finally got sight of that one that we were looking for. Well, looking for it, for given value and looking. I knew it was theirs, like it wouldn't.
So actually, fun fact. I don't drink coffee, so I'm not sure if I should be the one to relay this to like finally be good at coffee thing. I don't know, I've heard mixed things. I feel like we've had like a really expensive coffee network for a long time, and it was clear like that was constantly broken, and we keep repairing it, and now people just starting home like brewing coffee by themselves. Everybody makes that coffee. How are your stains? They're excellent. Stains are good. Stuck there, every single table, working cups. Yeah, so if you work at coffee, you must love coffee. No, that's an issue here. If you work at coffee, you must love coffee stains. Okay, that's completely different. You don't have to drink the stains. They are hard. And that's all we're gonna talk about for that topic.
Let's get that marked off on the map, head back over and get that scanned so we're not wasting time.
I need to get back to work. I had plans for the backdrop, but I haven't gotten to it. I was gonna buy a shelf to put it there, put a poster up here as well. There's more shit I want to put on the shelf. I'm busy. Renting the build. Oh, that's great coffee. By the logo that's coffee. That I love it. Very. Yeah. You're all doing well. I'm I had lunch. Falling behind. Right now, alone. I'm the only person working with me. I'm like the only person you guys see. Like, how do you know it's not me? Think about it. Think about it. That's the point. Just me. Why you small? I'm not really small. I just like to give people some time to stream because we're gonna talk state of dev. There's a lot to talk about, and I love it when I start talking about state of dev and then a bunch of people come in like we do it. So just get a couple of minutes just to get people in here. Sometimes the notifications don't go out for you know what I should do? I should make a Twitch story because apparently Twitch has stories now. I wasn't logged in on the Coffee State account. I don't know if they support multiple. But yeah, that's the thing. Anything the story's new? The story's new. Feature's new, yeah. The story's good. Can we start with the line? Just start here. Like people jumping out. Like, wait. What happened to the stream? Wait. The stream just started. It's been running for what's the thing? 7 minutes. Why are we already at the fucking end of it? We should start here. Here's where we should start. Alright everybody, thanks for I really hope someone joins in like right now. It's like, alright, thanks everyone for tuning into the stream. It was a lot of fun. We talked a lot about state of dev. There's a lot of really important information here. So glad I could get that all out. But yeah, time to wrap it up. Thanks, and I'll see you later. Okay. I love that bit in Conan when he used to be on TV for interviews, it would just be like freeze, not freeze frame. Close up, then just one. And then be like, oh, someone just tuned in. Alright. Expect morning. Yeah, that's actually 3. We're skipping 2. Holy shit. Alright. We'll give it 2 more minutes. You lost 12 viewers with that bit? Good. They weren't passionate enough about the news. They didn't. They just haven't. They couldn't deal. This stream is sort of feel true OT. So like, if you're gonna be here to watch the stream, you better commit, okay? You're 80.
Oh, forgot that was there. Right. Steel frame useful because it means getting rid of screws. So I completely forgot I even had like something in scanning, and there's no drives in there, and there's none on the floor, so that wouldn't have been the last drive to scan that was awaiting research selection. So yeah, cool.
Just got here, you can start over. Oh, it's a good thing because I actually haven't started. That was the whole point of me doing this whole bit. Actually. But yeah, okay, so let's dive into it because I have nothing else to talk about other than the fact that we released a patch yesterday. So we're finally back, baby. We haven't updated on experimental for a month, I think. When was the last patch on experimental?
Yeah, of course there's new characters spawn. That means I'll need to redo all my bloody shortcuts.
Wait, September? Yeah, okay, September 5th. So it was a while ago since we pushed a patch. Pushed a patch. Alright, anyway, you do it. It was a while ago. Pushed to experimental, and the reason for that was because we wanted to sort of down, not like fixing bugs that we already fixed over again. Focus on upgrading the engine 5.2. Also migrated the new online subsystem, and a little bit work in progress. We'll talk about that in a second. And also merged fixes that were made prior to the previous round of patches. Like, it's more than maybe 3 months of work, sort of. That was kind of sideline that was merged in. That was also part of this. Handy people here doing so a lot of stuff went into this patch, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that we need to talk about with this patch. First of all, let's talk about the positives first, okay? So we're seeing people saying that we solved a lot of crashes that people were having, specifically for people with like NVIDIA 30 series cards. Those issues seem to be solved for the most part. It also seems to be way less people just like getting the GPU hangs and stuff like that. And performance seems to be way better as well. And I think I kind of also want to mention this real quick because some people were like, "Well, I'm only seeing like 5 FPS improvement in performance and stuff like that." And if you're seeing that and you're like, and you were at like 20, 30,
You did pause. It's not what I'm thinking. Right. So this is the rough location of where we want the steel facility to start. Like the previous version of the facility started way further down. So we started down over on that side. Which we should probably do, to be honest. It's just like one of the reasons why we're starting up here is to try and get clearance above any foliage that's up there. But every time like I start a new save, there seems to be less and less trees. Like what, fewer and fewer trees. It seems to be less heavily forested in that area. So we'll just take care of these crab hatches. There's a bunch of hogs down here. Yep, there they are. So I'll lure them away from the coal nodes. Just so we don't trigger the issue with creature parts spawning on top of the nodes and even get unable to use the node. Come on. I swear those used to take 3 hits. So something seems to have changed the terrain, so I don't remember that being an issue. Get over here around the corner. And there should be some hogs around, yep, around the limestone node. Yeah, either I'm getting multiple strikes off, or like the HP's been rebalanced on the hogs. Come on, get yourself unstuck. There you go. Corpses are being weird. Now let's go take care of these crab hatches to give us maximum flexibility to just explore in peace. Okay, let me just have the crab hatches over there. So, one of the issues I had with the previous facility was I tried to, with starting the edge over that side of the cliff, I ended up having to try and squeeze the Novelist factory into a very tight space, and I managed to just get it working without too much faff. But then I realised, oh, like, I actually like Nobelisks now. Because prior to Update 8, you couldn't blow up fart rocks. So, aside from the few places where the resource node was blocked by explodable rocks, I didn't have any use for them. So I decided on this... Well, it wasn't. I didn't know I was going to be doing this version. like the next version of my playthrough, I was gonna have a greater room for Novelist manifolds. So I'm wondering. Oop, fell off. I'm wondering if I should be starting things a little further over, just so I can use this ground as the well, ground floor for this facility. Yeah, I'm confused. Like, I'm sure this used to be different, or either that or I'm thinking of the trees over there. Anyway, we'll figure that shit out later. Let's get up on here, and we can resume snow.
The range of FPS. It's important to note that we typically don't use, game developers typically don't use FPS as like a performance metric because frames per second can be quite deceivive because it's not a linear relationship between performance and what you're actually seeing on the screen. Because the lower frame per second you have, that's a bigger step in terms of like milliseconds, like how long it takes for the frame to render. So like that's why you see if you're seeing like an improvement of 5 to 10 FPS when you're like running at like 20 or whatever, that's a huge improvement actually. The improvement gets smaller the higher the frame rate. So like if you're seeing change from like if you're going from 120 to 125 FPS, that's a tiny change. Versus if you're going from 25 to 30, that's a way bigger change. It's confusing. Yeah, that's so if you feel like I just got 5 frames per second and you're in that range, that's actually pretty big. It would be nice if everyone could run the game like 120 FPS, of course. But I'm just saying, like I just want to acknowledge the fact that our team put so much effort into improving the game, and we are seeing that performance. Yeah, getting that 5 FPS is harder than it sounds, depending on the where you are, like where you're gaining that 5 FPS. This is like one of the things where how all these new monitors are coming out, which support like 40 FPS, like that. A lot of gaming devs are quite skeptical of that actually, because in order to get a game to run that fast, it's a huge leap in performance. Yeah, it's super exciting, and we're stoked for that. It seems to be it seems to be more stable at least, and that's awesome. Let's talk about some issues that people have looked. I think that the most common one is that people are running into the bug that existed before as well, where sometimes when you boot into the game, you get like a new character, like they spawn in the hub and the inventory's gone and all that stuff. What's happening there? So that's a known issue. That's a known issue that's been in the game since launch, essentially. The game isn't like dependent on you being online, but the way that since we have the requirement of wanting to make sessions seamless, we try to set it up so that when you're starting off the game, you're creating like an online session so that like people can join in. To do that, you have to have the main game online ready, like have people join in. We use the online tab to identify like which player characters in the world like take control of the session, and we use that always. So even if you're playing alone, you don't have to yourself, you're still using the online to like identify. That's not to say that you can't do it.
If that one's respawned, the ones around the corner will have respawned as well.
We don't like that. That's not fair. But we do require some form of like, we need to identify you somehow.
The miner's gone missing. Lovely. I wonder if I accidentally deleted that previously, that's why I had a miner in me inventory. So we do have this issue with they're called player characters. And I don't know if we ever talked about this too much, but the end goal is we're going to resolve that in the
solution is quite complicated and involves a lot of systems that line set that up with extra steps joining. So that's why we have to that's something that's probably going to be at some point. That's the really more in-depth solution. So that's why we have that bug all the time. Save it for later.
I first.
And what I wanted to talk about is that bug is happening more often for players now, specifically on Steam. And we have a fix ready for that.
Oh, the copper rotor.
And hopefully, because the issue was that we previously would look at your, so we have, like, we're using EOS for online services for crossplay and stuff like that. So when you're playing on Steam, we're still using online services to like handle activity and all. And the similar reason why we do that is because we'd rather have one system maintain one system for stuff instead of maintaining like one for Epic. It's just like a whole. It's just easier to have one system to maintain, handle all this. And when you're playing,
I've already got foundations unlocked.
Connected to EOS, we used to track like if you weren't connected, we'd be like, okay, let's just track your Steam ID. And with a new system,
I just don't use them on the starter factories.
But there were cases where you use Steam ID. So we're gonna restore the old like the way that we used to. So if you're not connected to it, we'll
Actually, I don't even know why I'm looking over there. Like, foundations over there. Ah.
So let's also talk a little bit more about there's a couple of bugs that we're fixing. Let's talk about the online subsystems first. I just want to clarify what that is. I'm curious as to like why these things are here, why we're going to do online subsystems. So the new online
I'll put stuff up 2x speed a second. Yeah.
it's a way to handle like,
There we go.
it doesn't actually deal with actual like connection part. It just deals with like the layer of handling like actually deal with actual like connection part.
Many, like, months behind updating the GIF archives.
The GIF. It just deals with like the layer of handling like.
There we go.
I'm a Steam user. I want to connect to blah. I want to get my stuff. So it deals with like that layer. Doesn't actually handle with the lower level, which is actually make the connection on top of that. And it deals with the whole thing.
Now we head back over here.
That stuff. Handles the spreadsheets that you have.
Figure out what I want to do with the
That layer's there to make it more seamless to you guys.
steel facility layout.
Okay. And the online subsystem that we have in the game now is quite old. Pretty much never changed it. It wasn't super flexible. It games like adding new features. So this new online subsystem is a lot more flexible, based on I believe actually like actual plugins that they made for this stuff. And it's a lot more features. So a couple more features that we can add to this that we're going to do. So for instance, now you can like Steam icons like that. And I think you can like have send Steam invites and Epic invites and handle in one place. So it's like pretty. It's gonna make things better. But it's a little bit work in progress right now. It's pushing on incremental. We probably won't be finished fully even release. This is something we're gonna do. Get as close to the same now. Online subsystem for active. Potentially, we might not be able to do the whole unlinking thing. Add a feature. Well, I think we're gonna do that for active, but we still have unlinked your accounts, unlinked your account. If you want to be super epic friends, this that. Something you have to have to play the game with team. It's just like a nice thing. Add a next epic. So that one unlinking process is incurred. So you'll have to use update 7 to unlink it. You need to do that. But anyways, that's what we're working right now. A lot of issues that we see are tied into that system. So people not being able to start the game with this stuff on the screen or whatever. Your characters wanting to hub stuff. That's also part of that. It's all possible. Right, so some issue with the save directory, like the save files isn't tied with like your ID. A bunch of random numbers that we put save on, that's right. And now it's like since we're trying to like grab your US stuff, it doesn't match. So like now it doesn't know. Too bad because it has done that's also different. There's a couple of issues, which is strange because we actually have to change this stuff, where some people might have experienced that they're unable to like connect.
Here we go.
That's possible. There might be some case for we believe that you always join using session IDs. So just putting that out info out there. If you're having connectivity issues, try and join with the session ID. Because I think that will resolve most of the part. And then we'll try and iron out like whatever actually is a lot. There can be a lot of cases where
Is that going to be high enough?
So yeah, that's happening with that stuff.
Well, just so I'm not cheating, I should really like climb down and go around.
There's a bunch of. Maybe we should just go through.
It feels weird when the stingers haven't spawned up here.
The patch notes that we put out, we might have missed stuff, and there might be fixes in the patch notes. Please call it out if there was something that was fixed that wasn't patch notes, just like because we were sort of nightmare like collecting patch notes for this update. We're adding stuff from the current live build, and it was like months of
Cold gen facility.
So we had to go through that and try to like make patch notes that we could. And there might be things we missed. And
I'm using biomass. Like, I am using the biomass burners as well, because I think I still left. I might have still left them over there. See, because this is one of those things where I stopped playing Satisfactory regularly. I did have like 6 biomass burners over there. I might have left them. I just can't. I can't remember. But there is a whole gen facility over in Crater Lakes. It's generating 6 coal gens worth of power, with at least 1 coal gen reserved to power the coal gen facility itself. Where's the hissing coming from? Where did you come from? Yeah, like, once again, like, that took 2 hits. I know that takes 3 hits with Xenobasher. That's why I'm feeling like someone's rebalanced stuff in 8.2. Either that or I'm getting bugs where I'm getting swipes off and not noticing. Right, so that needs to go up 1 tile. Do we give it a little bit extra headroom or not? Well, that one would clip and that one wouldn't, so yeah, let's give it a little bit extra headroom. Alright, so that's going to be like it's not going to necessarily be where the floor actually is, but that's going to be the placeholder for saying that's where a floor is going to be. Now, if I scoot this out over enough, I can stick a warehouse floor underneath. Guess this is going to be like a pair of ziggurats. One's going to be doing stuff with minerals, the other side's going to be doing stuff with steel. So there's no need to have like 2 warehouses when I can just have like 1 warehouse. So if we're gonna pull the warehouse out from here, let's see. Alright, we'll need to scoot that over a little bit. Yeah. I could get away with pushing the warehouse all the way back here, maybe. But I'm also, like, not sure that I should. Because I forget how deep I need to actually make the steel facility floors. Either way, I want, like, aesthetically speaking, I don't want the edge to line up there. I want to have a clear thing out. So if I want to be completely clear of it, that would mean the edge of the warehouse floor goes here. Then we'll see if we have space for another floor underneath. Yeah, we kind of do. The only thing is, if that's gonna be a production floor, that should be 10 segments high, not 8. Just to accommodate the possibility of sticking refineries in it. Although saying that, design principle of having 10 segment high things for refineries was what I used to, I had this habit of putting refineries on top of 2-meter foundations so I could plug packaged and unpackaged fluids directly into them without having to put a kink in the pipe. So if that's the case, then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So then height of the production floor over there. So we would have warehouse and then 1 production floor and then the pairs of cigarettes would start at this height. Let's get that pulled down. We have no more need for that temporary foundation. Let's put the doors in. We'll figure out the rest from there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Four, 5, and 6. Right, we can resume stuff now. It's less thinking needed.
Dad sent you this. It's possible that it's for solving different patch notes, but I'm actually not quite sure. So maybe some community testing is required. That goes. Right. Yeah, you want that. Oh, it's 0.1. Yes, it's possible. I mean, there might be things that there might be things that patch are not. Please let us know if there's some patch notes. If you have a script that you patch or then it's like patch. But yeah, there's a whole lot of fixes. I'm not gonna go through all of this stuff. There's a lot. We focus mostly on the fact the main focus. Things to resolve most of these. People that were running it and test it out, they check out like 4 performance. Have to try it again. So if you're one of those people that tried up to 8, so it ran like half, try again in this patch and see if it still sees the same issue. And let me know if it's so there is we fixed the program. There's a potential also fix another memory that we hadn't to the system. There might be like we're 90% sure if it's solved. But there might be some case where people might I'm not sure if how to happen because we haven't been able to do it ourselves. You're not 100% sure to fix it like 100%. Please, if you're running into that issue, please let us know what we're doing in that time. I mean, it might take a long time. Just let us know.
Yeah. And then we'll just leave that open-ended because we don't know quite how many bins we're going to have yet.
Both with like online issues. I think we can do stuff, but the thing with like
the front on the building.
So in the last patch we also added last week I talked about it where the semantics of this, but we have some form of like example text saying like what your preferred graphic settings should be based on your hardware. It's not a full-on benchmark, but it's doing something. Data that we have, not on your particular hardware, like, you know, if you have this, and and that's in place with this patch. So you might have experienced that, like you're saying, and it's like just changing the default thing based on that, you just change that. That's it. You don't even need to do too much. The game from now on. Oh, that's what people are talking. I was like, why are people saying like, why is their color? Is that in? There's also this. Okay, there's like two things. There's another sneaky thing. I don't know if you guys remember before we had the doors. We used to have like two wall types where they would have like an opening, and we deprecated that build. Replaced it with the doors that we have now. And since we can rotate walls, we only need like one wall. Somehow the old deprecated wall has snuck into the build. And since it's like not working properly, so like the door is like all mixed up and like the icon is white. We're gonna remove that. That's just like a deprecated thing that happens in the build. And apparently, okay, so that would make sense. Hearing about that. Apparently, the man also has the old color gun. Research thing, maybe. You can know that.
Yeah, it feels a bit weird having that there, but I need to make sure I have clearance to get power down.
Now that makes sense. Okay, that's also not supposed to be there. The color gun is also separate.
The alternative is I stick that here and take that straight down. Which is yeah, that's much better. Put the stairs up.
They're used to power your sword. They have some use, right? Pattern? Yeah, pattern, right. Yeah, they're still used, but not used.
Okay, 5.
You see that like a like after. So what did lightning get? So I guess we can talk about that too now. This whole shit and all over the place. It'll make more sense when we get to the movie. Like, figure out the state of that. So like this is the final patch. The release of this patch on experimental is like the final like sort of push for us for the main thing that we're looking for is make sure that the update 8 is sort of better, and that's sort of stability, performance, general quality of the game, gameplay wise. Because
I forget if I've actually unlocked signs, so I'm not sure.
And the goal for us is we won't be able to fix all the bugs.
What I want to put on this floor yet.
You sort of need to find like a good middle balance for it to leave off when you're respecting. So it feels like the game is generally progressing more. Because here's the thing, guys, when you're working on games, if we wouldn't have this like open release and how with our macro stuff like that, for the most part, it's last like 90%. Because when you're working on games, you're touching the game over and over again. So it's such a waste of time, same thing over and over again. But we're sort of in this like middle gray area where we have a game that's on it. We want to make it as playable as possible. So it's still like it's worth it for you guys to play the game in early access. So we constantly have to find a balance when it's good enough for us to go off beforehand, but also not get like distracted working on the same button. So that's the third thing. We need to feel that like the quality of the game is good enough to match a certain quality. It's not to say that we'll all the pieces game that makes sense. Maybe go to new update, but maybe so that's what we're looking for, and we're still like can't really make any calls like whether we be or things are played. At least one weekend of people playing the game, if there's a substantial number of players. Usually the weekend sort of tests the like whether and then you have that data sort of value that what we work on next and we our current plan. So typically when we release on experimental, so what you think that stuff. And we've been on experimental for a long time. We've been on experimental for more than a month. I think we launched in June. Was it first update patch? But we're not too far off now. It's like a couple more weeks. I think this could have been considered like more of the actual update launch next month. So I think it'll be more difficult from now on. So we got to patch out. We believe it's more stable. We are pretty optimistic that we're going to use this time to validate. Then the next couple of weeks validating are important enough.
I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna save, load up the previous save, and then go have a look. See what I did for the factory layout. Then I can just take photos of the signage and then just basically clone the factory layout.
Your computer may have been able to handle update 7, but you may not be able to handle update. You don't have the ability to update your hardware or whatever. Please note that the game is DRM free. Okay, it's been DRM free since launch, which means that you don't need to be online. You don't have to have like Steam or use Steam to like authenticate the game. So you can actually copy the game folder that you have currently and like save it for yourself. Don't distribute it though, because that's where you're doing the copyright law breach thing. Okay, so that's illegal. But you're totally fine like for your own use to like copy the game folders that you have and save that for the future. So if you're scared that like once update 8 takes over Relax, you're going to lose your ability to play the game, please make sure to save the game now, and save the install directory, and also verify that it works. You might need to play it offline. There's information online. There's ways to take time. Yeah, kinda. I mean, back up your save too. It's kind of like backing up your game. So please take the time to do that. Yeah, there's this game. The things are actually doing that. The only other I'm actually so the reason why they're unfair advantage is that.
Even though I've abandoned the save, I want to have all of my inventory back. Otherwise it's going to feel weird. There we go. But yeah, you can definitely still definitely have it today if you're nervous about it. We hope that this won't affect too many people because that's what we're recording with the whole time, like this is why but things are long because we want to make sure that I think people completely it seems promising now. There's been a lot more people trying to patch Maybe EX 8.2.
There's only 20 people on the game. That's true. Why would it's worth 20 people? Alright. This is a beefy thing now. Usually we're done with like there are, okay, if I missed anything, just remember that we use Slido for Q&A. We'll have a Q&A section. We'll do another save later.
Well, this save takes longer to save because it's got more shit in it. Right. And I've got signage there because, like, I did plan a whole bunch of stuff out in advance, like on 20B, but version 21, I'm either just like kind of freestyling it, or I'm doing what I'm doing now, where I'm referring back to this save, seeing how I did things, and just using that as a reference.
Please make a video, tell us about delay, like delaying updates, this video. Okay, now, it's like, it took me so long for the ball, like, it's funny stuff.
Get the hype tube interchange.
The reason why I have to patch the auto step representation is my Intel one is on the CPU, so if you have a CPU, then you don't have XR, but that is important. Also, this game is then I there's a game force upscaling. It doesn't force upscaling. It's recommended by you. So we talked about this last year. We talked about this in stream as well, where we feel that it's more important to have upscaling on by default because it's clearly performance for a lot of people. Certain a lot of people typically don't open the function until just the game. They just realize that the game was like garbage. That rather have it upscaling for
In there. And we can take photo reference of the signage that's there, because the signage that might be in my hotbar, ignoring the fact that the hotbar's not there anymore. Like the blueprint signage might not be up to date.
Upscaling is mandatory after the period change. And we got to mechanic game. Will we support FBR episode? Yes, I believe so. I think that is the goal. I actually have to update what the concepts are. Maybe the goal is kind of access that I'm not sure. Oh, the FSR is one requirement we had to support FSR was the big thing. We don't know how much else we need to change. Like that, I love all these like super serious questions we're having. Like, what's wrong with that? And someone's like, you had hats. I just like envision this angry mob being like, my pop keeps spawning in the hole, that's not right. And people were like pitchforks and shit. And this one dude like, why can't we have hats in the game? Outrageous. What up, pants? You have pants.
12. Then we pop over this side.
Where the fuck is in the game? Didn't you watch the video? That wasn't a joke. I know we launched it on April Fool's and all, but it's actually in the game.
Did I not put signage on this side?
I also love this. This one's a recurring. Why are you ignoring questions about text? I'm not ignoring your questions. There's a lot of people here, and a lot of talking. It's really hard.
Yeah. Right.
What was the question though?
So yeah, so this side of the facility is a little bit more freestyle, not exactly fully planned. But yeah.
Frame generation is supported in the game at the moment. We are running the version of DLS that's supported. You don't need any additional DLLs to run it. You also don't need additional like engine modifications.
So I'm wondering if I should like rearrange some of this stuff, because the first production floor here.
Some games do have the option in the game, like label it. part of the plugin? As far as we know, it should be part of the plugin. But I mean,
Yeah, this is if this side's going to be steel parts, then that's less brain thingy. It's going to be offset a little bit.
That's all I know. Okay, don't shoot the mess. I actually don't know. We haven't been able to test it ourselves because we don't have a part.
So I think there's a cliff face on this side of things. Switch back.
As far as we know, we shouldn't need to do it. And we'll look into that once we get the powder part. Yeah, this.
Where are the screenshots?
We do use motion vectors in the game. That's our motion vectors are already a requirement from the other parts of DLSS, I believe. So we're already supporting that. So that's the thing. Like that's the thing that's sort of weird for us. But the game should work. But there might be something that the game needs to like.
Steam overlays changed. Ah, there it is.
Like I said, we can't test it.
Okay, show on disk.
And I also get mixed feedback from community because some people have told me that it works and some people have told me that it doesn't work. So it's also like I don't know what to say. Like it's so hard to talk about this because I actually don't know. Okay, we'll get back to the question about that. Okay, so we're gonna jump back into the game. We have the we have the two Slido. If you do exclamation mark AMA, ask your questions there. We'll get to it in a second.
Do I have the ability to build signs? Yes, I do. Cool.
Boom.
That means I can actually start installing stuff, maybe? Except I don't have the parts for it. Oops. So this facility needs to be having 1, 2, 3, 4 more floors attached to it.
You can't win them all. Get one. Alright, so let's get back to building. So.
That's in the wrong place. I was at 6 and 4, not 8 and 2.
So I did do a little bit of prep here. I want to unlock oil. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to do the sneaky oil, which is we're not actually going to automate that stuff. But we are going to automate it. We're not going to like set up. So what I like to do when I'm at this stage, I like to we have a factory where we automate pretty much all the things, all the bullets, right? So we have just all the I believe I don't know that. But for the most part, we have most of the things automated. We have roads, we have steel, stairs, steel pipes, all that stuff, all the good stuff. All the stuff. There's some competitive. There's also stuff I'm like I'm not automating crazy amount of like wires. But like I'm automating enough so I can build stuff. That's the thing. But now we get the stuff that we need to do. So what we're gonna do, I'm going to set up only automate the building of these pieces using these our automated. So we can get on with the show with it. One thing you can do is convert like a overflow split all the time. So like we're automation. So I have on the frame like 20 per minute. And they're obviously they don't do built by using rod and frame. But if this box is full, then automate the base only. And same thing there, this box not full, it's only gonna automate box. And then once those are full, it goes over to like automate step. It's nice for early game when you don't have everything set up and you have limited resources available to you. I like to make use of space rather than like trying like just yet before we have like trains. So I like doing this way. Also, you're not really using items fast enough for not like utilize them for like I recently
Beamed up.
but like rarely will I ever need 500 links per minute. More important to get like the rare stuff that's
Oogie doogie. Dolls.
I want to set up like a factory where I pull instead of yeah, but we just have to live with it. I want to make a factory that builds the template and whatever it's called. Smart lighting requires motors and frameworks uses other things.
I'm forgetting to build these placeholder floors properly.
So like all these items I have them.
Just how out of practice with the game I am.
Is there a need to have like a certain amount of parts of the game? If I can actually just use
At least I'm not getting bored of it anymore.
for now.
I'm only playing Satisfactory when I'm doing live stream clipping.
That's when you want to focus on it. At that point you need to automate a lot. At this point in time. So that's what I do. So let's do that. I also need to set up wire. 2, 1, 2, 3. good for you, Connor.
There we go.
Well,
So
yeah, I
that's
have an automated Y actually.
the size there.
Because I'm probably gonna either one of you
So I can't see the crash site that I know is over there.
you know, that's me like sugar.
Can't go grab that. I can't see that one over there yet either.
Making like another. Yeah.
Right.
Also, I don't know if this happened to you guys. It might be all out.
Yeah, the stream schedule I used to have was pretty much just playing Satisfactory all the time. And then I had this brilliant idea to start doing a chronological playthrough of the Legend of Zelda franchise on the weekends.
So start the building,
But it turns out that Skyward Sword frustrates the hell out of me, so I find myself not wanting to play it. And then like, eventually realised, well, I don't actually have to play it. Because the whole point of playing the games is to have fun. So that's when I started, playing Satisfactory more. Then Baldur's Gate 3 came out. And I've used that as an excuse to, like, diversify what I'm spending most of my time on. So these days I'm now only playing Satisfactory when I'm doing live stream clipping, which stops us from getting bored when I'm building out these factories. And I'll need some nobelisks.
I also heard little bird whisper in my ear that all the slugs and all the like hard drives reset since the patch.
Well, the hard drives haven't reset, but the I think the slugs did. Just got a pause snot there. Just while I'm talking. So yeah, so what I've been doing lately, Baldur's Gate 3 when I'm not live stream clipping, and then Skyward Sword once a week. Typically what happens is I don't have the energy to do anything after work, so I end up having a nap. And then, relaxing after the nap. So, just started Act 3 of Baldur's Gate 3. Skyward Sword, I'm getting songs collected from the dragons. And then Satisfactory, because I stopped playing it for regularly, I keep forgetting what I'm doing. So, like, typically what's happening now is I'm only playing Satisfactory on a Tuesday and a Wednesday. And then Thursday is the offline clipping, because the Q&A segment requires more focus. So I basically have to choose between concentrating on getting the questions clipped up properly or playing Satisfactory. I can't just like sit here and just be staring off into space. It defeats the point of streaming, like having something for people to watch. Eventually I'm going to get Skyward Sword finished, and then it'll be whichever game's next in the chronological playthrough. Actually, it's been a while since I like checked that up. Yeah, the next game to be playing would be the Minish Cap, which that's one of those games I never got around to playing because I think that's either DS or GameCube, like Game Boy Advance. Yeah, so it's Game Boy Advance. I didn't have a Game Boy Advance, so I never got around to playing like any of those games. And all this like chronological playthrough nonsense is because I had the brilliant idea of, oh, Tears of the Kingdom's coming out soon. Like, and even though I pre-ordered it, I thought, oh, I should probably like refresh me like memory and do a playthrough of Breath of the Wild before I do Tears of the Kingdom. Because like hypothetically I could have like played it through and then be done. But then I had the brilliant idea of Oh well, I've been streaming for a while now, and I'm quite a lot more comfortable with it than I used to be. And when I got the new system, I got an HDMI capture device, so I could actually stream from the console. So then I ended up getting all the extra junk I would need to capture from the GameCube as well. So I'm all set up to do like capture from there, and I've ended up getting like there's a stack of 3 Zelda games sitting on top of the GameCube, which I'm not going to be playing like so well in the next year, because I had the brilliant idea of, well, I'm not playing any of the latest Assassin's Creed or Watch Dogs games until I've done a replay of that franchise. So like, let's see what happens if I do that with the Zelda franchise. Now, it gets a little bit complicated because of the whole timeline split thing. Like, the shortest route for me to get to playing Tears of the Kingdom is if I go play Wind Waker after Ocarina of Time, but I quite like Majora's Mask. But there's more games I haven't played in the Fallen Hero timeline, so it's like, yeah, complicated. And then it gets extra complicated with, it turns out that Skyward Sword, which I never got around to finishing when it got first released. I never got around to finishing it when it got re-released on the Switch. Just because it's, well, other things came. It was probably Satisfactory, to be honest, that distracted us from playing it. Or something else. I forget what order things happened in now. Skyward Sword being designed for motion controls. It's shit. It's like, I am... Every time I play Skyward Sword, I am increasingly convinced the game is not good. It is a game designed to promote motion controls. It's put the like that gameplay principle ahead of actually making the game fun, compared to the motion controls in Breath of the Wild, where it's pretty much just like optional whether you like use motion controls. Grab those. Pop up the rotors. Right, we want more of those ones. Right. Get out of the way. So yeah, so what tends to happen with me streaming schedule, like getting back to that train of thought, is Tuesday, Wednesdays Satisfactory. Thursday, I tend not to stream because I'm busy doing Q&A clipping. Friday, if I'm lucky, I'll end up having free time. Like, I'm not doing Q&A, archive-related shit. To do Baldur's Gate 3. Saturday, at least one stream doing Skyward Sword. I say at least one stream because I've decided that, like, if it gets to be frustrating, I'll just not play it. So that's why but there's also this whole thing of I'm trying to do a chronological playthrough, and if I stop playing it altogether, then I'll never get to playing Tears of the Kingdom. So I'm trying to stick to a schedule of just playing it at least once a week, so I'll make steady progress. And then Sunday, Monday ends up being Baldur's Gate 3 again. I keep trying not to cheat in that, but there's only like so much patience I have for my own ineptitude, and also not understanding how I don't want to destroy that, I want to sync that. Not understanding how the UI and some of the mechanics work. But there's been a couple of times where I've reloaded because I've like screwed up too badly, or like I've clicked the wrong thing, so it wasn't really clear to us what I should be clicking on. And then there's the thing that happened this weekend where, if I completed a bit of the story too early, it ends up meaning you can't complete some quests. So I had to redo about 5 hours of stream just so I could get some quests done in the correct order. But because I've got a better idea of what I'm doing in Satisfactory, I don't like cheat as much. That's why I've got all these like weird principles about like, doing limited foreknowledge runs, which is one of the tags on the stream. So I end up not making a beeline for all of the crash sites, because I figured if I do that, I don't explore as much. Because if I didn't have the limited foreknowledge principle, what would end up happening is I'd be going directly for every crash site I could remember where it was, and not exploring anywhere in between, which would be kind of bad. So there's like all kinds of things with like previous updates that I won't have seen if I didn't have the limited foreknowledge principle in place. What's that? Clipped with but great. Now, is that actually clipping, or does it just look like it's really close? Well, I can see it above it, therefore it's not clipping. It just looks like it's twisted that. At the moment, it looks like the entire factory's bouncing on top of one staircase and one canvas. I might end up blowing it up anyway. Why did that snap over there? That was weird. Yeah, the no chainsaw run thing is because going in an ever-increasing circle, deforesting the map, you know, to collect biomass is boring. It provides no entertainment for me. So by not using the chainsaw and also prohibiting myself from using any plant biomass, it means I'm going more aggressively after the creatures and using those parts for biomass when I'm starting out, and then once I've unlocked Call, they go straight directly into DNA points. It tends to leave the nature intact as well, which makes things a little bit more fun when I'm placing viaducting, because up until update 8 I had to have this principle where I don't want to be intersecting with plants. So I'd have like really convoluted layouts for like splayed legs and other things just to get viaduct supports connected to the ground. Whereas with update 8, it's like, oh yeah, it's just fine, I'll blow it up later. Which is saving a lot of time. Anyway, we should really resume Snut.
Loot too? And the loot as in like the berries and stuff? Look, some hackers shoot it. Awesome. We did hard drives as well. Whoa, wait, I don't have a hit. Wait a second.
Can I build miners?
Oh, wait, what's going on?
I think I can.
I want my money back.
Yeah. Right, so I know where the quartz is.
Why am I so like...
I'll still need to scan for it.
Oh, wait, okay.
Yay, there we go. Let's keep an eye out for that alpha stinger.
Let's see what's going on.
Right, now where's the alpha hog?
Yeah, I can. What? It's just really narrow. Wait.
There it is. Yeah, those took a lot longer to take down in 8.1. That's why I'm increasingly convinced that they've rebalanced the damage. But I don't remember seeing that in the patch notes. Although that was patch notes 8.2.0, not 8.2.1.
We got what we came for. Actually, don't pick that up. I don't want to build it this high up.
Dangerously close to dying on a resource node there. Okay, so I need to get miners placed on these so I can have a little bin building up with quartz crystals.
If everything was running, we were getting there, but we should.
So I can actually start doing signage.
Okay.
There we go.
So let's do smart lighting. I need to do all of it. 2 per minute. Not a whole lot. How much? In one stack.
I can't build Mark II miners yet, so I'm fine with only having the one inventory slot free.
I don't know if I should set a goal. Because I'm not. The thing here is that I'm doing this method that you actually don't really know. I guess you could base it on like how much you're producing at the moment. I'm actually not producing a lot. The thing I'm gonna go on is stored up.
So I'm gonna stick a splitter out
I should be doing like 500 divided by 2.
there.
Isn't it 1 to 1 though?
Yeah, that is pure. Cool.
That's just time. Yeah, it's just 1 to 1, isn't it? Yeah, it's just 1 to 1. So I need 500 of. How long it takes.
Then if I want to redirect stuff later, I don't have to faff around as much. It's like when you, it makes sense to do that when you have like more, I guess, parts this way, where you're grabbing from your own production. And we're doing it for space elevator. I'm gonna do something similar to that here. Instead of like container. That's it. 40. Cool. And then last thing is
Here's a crazy idea. Let's make the thing.
I have to tear this down later.
Crazy thought. I don't know how much time it's like to say, but if I do this.
Urium.
What's the closest I can put this?
I probably shouldn't be so like fussy as to where I'm placing these because I want to tear them down later once I've got the pylons unlocked. But still feels weird to have shit flipping when I don't need it to.
Autosave, hello? Here. Then I guess another one?
Where they've been updating the world branch stuff in this.
Need more wave belts. See, this is, I kind of want to try this approach. We talked about that last stream where I'm trying. Okay, this is for trailer work mostly when we're building for trailer. But I'm trying to like figure out how to make the best aesthetically pleasing like setup with assemblers and manufacturers. I want the belts to be visible in the shot, but I want to figure out like what's the most setup with how you deal with the whole like this. I'm trying to like figure out what I prefer.
Nearly fell off.
See, that's... I don't know about that.
I really hope they don't nerf the parachute. Because there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can do with it now that you couldn't before. It feels like it probably shouldn't be doing.
What do you guys think?
So, we'll grab that crate while we're in the area.
One giant loop with smart splitters. For trailers, I mean...
Yeah, let's put a clip in here.
Setup with some... Need more wave belts. See, this is... I kind of... about that last screen where I'm trying. Okay, this is for trailer work mostly when we're building for trailers. But I'm trying to like figure out how to make the best aesthetically pleasing like setup with assemblers and manufacturers. There are multiple bells. I want the bells to be visible, but I want to figure out how to setup with how to deal with the whole. I'm trying to figure out Has Josh do it? See, that's... I don't know about that.
The code facility that I mentioned earlier.
comments. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay, so either the item crate is on the roof, in the call gen, or it's downstairs. I'm thinking it's probably downstairs.
Actually,
There it is.
not half bad. Because, like, we don't care about efficiency, right? Trailer. It just looks neat. It just needs to look nice, you know?
All of
It's
these
also fun because, like, people will comment on that stuff.
will lay in the boot.
Yeah, so I typically do the thing where I stack splitters. I just don't like the way it looks. Because, like, I don't like having splitters stacked where, like, you're not using the splitters themselves. So, like, you know, if I stack a splitter, that splitter needs to be used. Which I guess, oh yeah, I guess that's the way to do it too, where instead of this belt, you have to stack it, and it would still go through.
Where was I going? Oh yeah, creature parts. You can get rid of them.
So what I usually did, what I did before was I would do this thing where can't afford. Wait, is this smart splitter?
I think I might have tuned out and missed the end of that segment. Yeah, I've missed the end of that segment.
The latest feature in this update. We talked about that last stream where I'm trying. Okay, this is for trailer work mostly. We're building for trailer, but I'm trying to like figure out how to make the best aesthetically pleasing like setup with assemblers at the factory. There are multiple belts. I want the belts to be visible in the shop, but I want to figure out like what's the most appealing looking setup with how you deal with the whole like listing or like mechanically perceptive belts. I'm trying to like figure out what I prefer.
Pop a node, I think. Yep.
Ask Josh to do it. See, that's.
So Stinger respawned.
I don't know about that.
Doesn't look like it has. That slug's definitely respawned.
I'm currently exploring. Not how much we build this. Like, this is my own. It's not
Drop
typical.
that in there.
Like,
And we do the biomass.
I think this is just messy and like taking too long. But I wonder if it's actually better or not. What do you guys think? Put it in the comments. Blah 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 blah. One giant loop with smart trailers. For trailers, I mean, actually, not half bad. Because, like, we don't care about efficiency when we make a trailer. It just needs to look nice, you know? It's also funny because, like, people will comment on that stuff. You know? Comment, right? Yeah, so I typically do the thing where I stack splitters. I just don't like the way it looks. Because, like, I don't like having splitters stacked where, like, you're not using the splitters themselves. So, like, you know, if I stack a splitter, that splitter needs to be used. Which I guess, oh yeah, I guess that's the way to do it too, where instead of this belt, you have to stack, and they would still go there.
Yeah, I set the construct, I didn't set the recipe on it, didn't I?
Yeah, and then there's the...
Have I unlocked the zip line?
What I did before was I would do this thing where you can't afford. Wait, smart splitter?
Yes, I have. Right. Oh yeah, the Caterium.
Yeah, God damn it. Did I just demo the latest feature in this update? If they're not. What I typically used to do before, I would do this thing where this is the top one. Just have it like that. This would go into this. And then I would do, sometimes I would do this thing where this thing. Make it a little bit more realistic, you know. I don't know. The one thing that it's like I half like this, but at the same time, like it looks wonky when you have like a lot of these. I also used to do.
I got enough stuff to build the zip line. Yes. But do I have stuff to unlock? Yeah, I want to get the Deuterium RAM stuff done first before I unlock the zip line. This is something that like I'm going through myself, like because now that we have blueprints, I'm hoping that like stuff for trailers will be so much faster. No, yeah, that's kind of sense. I was just like trying it out, like how this would work. I'm gonna make this into a different. What was the conveyor? We already have that? Dude. Where's the bridge icon? We don't have a bridge icon? Oh my god. What happened to my dismantle button? Hello? Oh shit, I forgot I was doing the quartz shit, wasn't I?
Wait.
Well, hang on a second.
Whoa.
Let's change topic.
What was the conveyor? I don't know. It's just something that like I'm going through myself, like because now that we have blueprints, I'm hoping that like making stuff for trailers will be so much faster. No, yeah, that is dense. I'm just like trying it out, like how the beam would work. I'm gonna make this.
Okay, now I've missed the opportunity to pause that in the right place.
What was a conveyor bridge? We already have that? Where's the bridge icon? We don't have a bridge icon? Oh my god.
Don't need that. Delete that. Fix that. Add a splitter
What happened to
on
my dismantle button?
this side.
Hello? Where's the bridge icon? Where's the bridge? No, yeah, that is them. I was just like trying it out. See, like how the beams work. I'm gonna make this into a was conveyor bridge. We have that too, right? Where's the bridge icon? Doesn't have a bridge icon?
Lost me bell.
Oh my god.
Me hot wheels being messed up there.
What happened to my dismantle button? Hello?
Oh, new fucking features, of course. Got the build tool open and you press a hotkey, it's gonna...
I need to open the build.
Oh, it's not gonna do that. Okay, so there's some other bullshit related to new features
That's interesting. Can somebody clip that for me, please, so I can send it to the...
and alt-tab
I
shit.
have no idea what did I do? Wait, I can't crouch or anything either.
I dislike that intensely. Right.
Now, what did I do? Oh, how did I resolve that? I wish I had like a keylogger. I have no idea how I fixed that. That was so weird. Okay, well, we're good now. Caps lock? No, wait. Alright, it's fine. It's fine, don't worry about it. I didn't save it.
There we go.
Okay, Garb, we gotta finish. We gotta hurry up.
Oh, for fucking piece of shit game. Bollocks, bollocks, bollocks. Fucking bollocks. See, this bollocks, like, what, like, I'm pressing the hotbar, like, this should not be adding stuff, like,
Also, you can do this now. So when you have dismantle, you know how we have like the mode for the default mode. If you dismantle that, connect it to
I have to check if there's an option for that, because, like, I need to disable that immediately, because that is such a terrible user experience thing. That should be an option, or it should just be removed from the fucking game entirely. I think I remember seeing it in the patch notes, or it was mentioned in State of Dev. Actually, that's what I thought. Is Fractophobia still on? Yeah. Right. I'm gonna check the patch notes, because that is annoying me enough that I want to make sure that I know what's going on here. Because like I can't be playing the game and have it do bullshit like that, where it's interfering with me hotbars. Hotbar. By pressing Alt plus the shortcut key combination, you can control. Right. Okay, so it might be related to Alt Tab bullshit. So stick that on there. Now save hologram to hotbar, says left alt plus shortcut. So if I just press 3. Yeah. Okay, so, they really need to fix the alt tab bullshit. because that new feature is making the game so much worse. Yay.
Whether you want to sample the blueprint or whether you want to sample the piece. But in dismantle mode, we do know that.
Let's just hammer the left alt key a bit to make sure. Oh, fuck you, you piece of fucking shit. Fucking shit game, bollocks, bollocks, bollocks. Okay, let's see if I can replicate this bug again, like, properly. Okay, so, I have alt-tabbed out to Lossless Cut. I'm alt-tabbing back to Satisfactory. I press that, and it doesn't happen. Right. Alt-tab while in build mode. Alt-tab back. That triggers, the bullshit. Right, so I pressed Control first and that didn't do anything, and then I pressed Alt and then it did. Okay, so now I've got the bug triggered again. Tap Alt. Blah, 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 blah.
I forgot the. Alright, good stuff.
Actually, while that, yeah, I could check the QA site as well.
I was trying to speed. Yeah, I've got it. I think I can add the assemblers to some idiot.
No results. Hotbar. Versions. So 259088.
Struggle just make you play fast. We need evidence. That's why I'm doing it. Can't do it until we know. You know. We can make this. We does not have actually. which is like basically have no time to play all of it. It's been such a lengthy Boom. Recap on the hour every hour.
Anything on that version?
Hotbar news.
Ah, save hologram to hotbar messes my hotbar. Randomly turn on for the
That's so why it's like kind of frustrating that like we did fix a ton of stuff. And then the next thing
yeah, I need to reply to this.
Can't win. Can't win.
Yeah, the reproduction for this particular issue appears to be related to Secretary, well, the ever-present Alt-Tab bug, Alt-Tabbing away from factory and then back again. Leaves the satisfactory is thinking that the Alt key is still held down. One has to be cognizant of this issue as the save hologram to hotbar UX improvement makes this thing bug much worse. To the point where save hologram to hotbar could be locked behind a user preference. So people that Alt tab and turn it off, not have their hotbars messed with due to the Alt tab bug being the priority to fix. We upload that post. I mean, there is a slightly older post, but it's not as nicely phrased. It's like someone said, hotbar is a pile of bullshit now. So, yeah. If we create a post for it, recommend a photo. Like, I wrote, how do you not know I streamed when it shows up that I stream in Discord? Yeah, like, streamed Satisfactory for a while, and then it got to the point where, like, a live stream doing the clipping of the live stream, because it helps us keep focus on getting it done. Yeah, it's Twitch chat. So yeah, we're just like having a chat in. I was having like a bitch and moan about that thing that I was chatting about in Satisfactory Experimental. So that hotbar issue, I've posted the QA site link to it. Someone already reported. And I was just mentioning there is an earlier post about it, but it's like only like 8 hours older than that one, and it's kind of sweary. So. Yeah. Yeah, I started a new save with like update 8, and then I ended up starting a new save more recently because I forget exactly why now. It was something I was doing in the game was irritating us enough where it was easier to start over than it was to fix the problem in the game. Oh yeah, I know. Like cannons got impacted by the physics engine change.
March plating, baby.
Just have to make sure I press the Alt key enough times.
What did you need? I can't believe I can't remember.
So I don't trigger that fucking bug.
At all.
There we go. Right, let's get these plugged in.
Alright, let's grab the stuff.
Yeah, so I wouldn't necessarily consider this bug with hotbars to be game breaking, but it's really fucking frustrating. So any user experience issue that basically boils down to the game does something I do not want it to when I press a button is bad.
Take one down, $5 on the wall.
I mean, I'm sure you've seen me stream before, Iro, but it did show up and say that you've, like, it was first time chat, so I must be, like, confusing you with someone else.
Let's see here, merger.
Well, that seems like a change.
Oh, I have to confess something
Oh,
to you guys.
yeah.
Yesterday, I almost had to...
Turn myself up a bit.
No, it's my burger. I gotta
Yeah.
be consistent.
Yeah, that's a bit quieter than normal. Been tweaking it lately. Right, Stuck was talking about the burger. Where was that? Right, I can trash something in here. Yeah, there we go. No, like the thing I was saying was like, I'm sure you've seen me like stream before, but because it said it was your first time chatting. I must have been thinking of someone else from Discord.
Take one down, and then 99 bucks. Wait, what is it? 99 bucks in the wall. Oh, take one down. $5 on the wall. All right. Yeah, take one down, pass it around. True story.
I don't want to be going home. I want to be going over here.
Merger. Oh, I have to confess something to you guys. Yesterday, I almost had to. I was like, no, please take my burger. I got.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring it up on next week's live stream. It's like, is that going to be locked? Is that new feature going to be locked behind the user preference because it makes the alt tab bug worse? I don't know if it'll let us post links on Slido.
Alright. Yeah, take one down, pass it around. That's.
Yeah. Just gonna switch scenes a second.
True story. Let's see here. Merger.
I think I rewound too far. Yep, like I don't watch as many of the streams live as I used to, just generally because I like the job I have now doesn't lend itself to that. But I try and watch like bits of it live, but quite often my first time watching it is when I'm doing the live stream clipping like I'm doing now.
Oh, I have to confess something to you guys.
Here we go. You don't necessarily have to watch it live, you can just like watch the VOD later.
Oh, I have to confess something, you guys. Yesterday, I almost had burger. No, it's my burger. I gotta be consistent.
What? Since when could you do that? That's confusing. I thought that was a bug at first, but no, it's responding to the mouse wheel. It certainly wasn't there in 8.1, because I would have accidentally triggered it, but that's like... Oh, what's the name of that song now? Yeah, I want to, like, make it... Like, if I was in the habit of making YouTube shorts, I would be, like, getting the audio from You Spin Me Right Round by Dead or Alive and just, like, doing nothing but that. I wonder, like, that's going to look I wonder if it doesn't work on the Super Billboards ones. I should probably clarify in Discord on walls. Because we've always been able to spin them around like that. But, like, yeah. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on a second. I was gonna like take a screenshot and post it on Jace's Discord, but here we go. That's the wrong screenshots folder. Well, the patch, like there is a clip on the archive somewhere where Snut talks about this. For me, the patch download was only 1.2 gigabytes. It is optimized to some degree, but they can't like optimize it as much as they like. Steam. So both Steam and Epic, like the basic gist of the clip, which is it's on the archive site, so you'll find it, is Steam and Epic both use like Delta encoding on the binaries, but because of the size of the built assets, I can't remember what. Like, I'm gonna have to check the bloody channel to remind myself where the screenshots are. They can't optimize it as good as they can because, the example that's not cited in the clip is that if you change like 1 byte in the middle of like a string, or if you change if you change 2 bytes in the middle of a string, it's a very rough example. The best delta encoding would be to just do that one segment, but if the delta encoding isn't it doesn't know how best to optimize that exhaustively, which would take more resources to do. Quite often what will end up happening is it'll say, oh, that chunk before has changed and that chunk after has changed, so you have two things in the delta that's changed rather than one smaller one. Where are we? Screenshots, there we go. Oh, it's in my documents folder. Of course, I removed documents from the bloody library, didn't I? Pin to quick access, there we go. Now, where did that screenshot go? There we are. England. I am from the north. That's why I said, like, I predicted that was going to come next. That's why I said I am from the north. Anyway, signage. Oh, bollocks! The feature remembers the last rotation settings. Crap. I'm not changing the default wall swatch. Well, I've tried, like, putting in my own colour scheme before, but, like, I can't, I haven't found one that I liked. Like, the last time I tried experimenting with it, I was, like, taking some inspiration from the Star Trek Discovery intro sequence. It's got that, like, nice, like, mix of, like, kind of beigey cream and red, but just slapping it in and just didn't look good at all. Oh, that reminds us, I saw something online earlier. It was like a live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender that actually has Asian people in it, and not a bunch of white people. But I'm wondering, it's like, is the live-action Iroh going to sound like Mako or not? Door signs don't go on that floor, because this is the warehouse floor. Well, the second actor for Iroh didn't sound that much like Mako either. Should actually have a. I should look that up. Yeah, there's a thing from 4 months ago from Netflix. There's a thing from 3 weeks ago from, like, third-party things. it's a thing from 1 hour ago from like a channel I don't recognise at all. So yeah, that's. I think all that's happened is they put out a press release with set photos and not actual trailer. Yeah. Anyway, back to this photo reference that I opened ages ago. Oh yes, and also resume snut.
I gotta be consistent.
Alright, so this is gonna be encased beams.
Also, one problem I just realized when it's gonna be inconsistent. But no, you taste my burger, man. I gotta be consistent.
Let's end those clips there. Yeah, so I've got a double clip on the snut burger time thing there, just as a save myself some effort later, in case the burger time thing comes up again. I'm glad you have good interactions on Discord, because I have not been having good interactions on Discord.
I could have made all Mark bells as well. I don't know why I didn't do that. Saves too much time. Okay, so smart plating is.
Well, the issue you shit. Alt tab lock the key there. Yeah, the issue you might have with watching my stream is I stream in 1440p. I know that someone who watches my streams can't watch them unless until they've been exported to YouTube, because the device can't handle the 1440p decode all that well. Because I'm not Twitch affiliate, I don't have the automatic transcoding of various resolutions enabled on my channel. Well, it shouldn't really affect your FPS so much as if your GPU was already having problems decoding the stream. But I would expect that if your computer can handle playing satisfactorily, it'll have no problems decoding a 1440p stream. Oh, yeah.
Considering doing all of these.
This will be convenient for putting the Nobelisk factory order there.
It has to be realistic though. You need the support.
Well, I wasn't planning on upgrading to a 1440p monitor. It's like the last time the computer went kaboom. I asked the sales guys, oh, can you recommend a new 28-inch monitor? Because I think when the computer went kaboom, it also tripped something on the previous secondary monitor. So it's wanted a new monitor to replace it. And I asked for a 28-inch monitor, and either my old monitors weren't 28-inch, or they were 28-inch because the bezel. Plus this monitor is a lot bigger. not just the fact that it's 1440p. So like I would have been happy with the 1080. But yeah, like 1440p does make it a lot easier to do development work on. And also helps with browsing when you have a shit ton of tabs. But yeah, it's actually one fun thing is if you have a 1440p monitor, you have an excuse to actually go into the video settings and enable the upscaling. Let's turn temporal anti-aliasing off, cause it looks like arse. Because you can set the upscaling so that you're effectively rendering at 1080p, and you'll get yourself a tiny FPS boost. And when I say tiny, I mean tiny. But it's one of those things where like every little helps sometimes.
Let this run.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. When you get your 1440p monitor, you could
We're gonna hit the arch though.
have it render at 1080p and upscale.
Nothing beats the update 3 trailer. That's pretty dope. Yeah. I'm pretty happy with the one I made. No, wait. Nothing beats the update 3 trailer. That's pretty dope. Yeah. I'm pretty happy with the one I made. Update 6.1. Oh, save myself. Oh, save myself. Need more plates. Probably need more concrete too. How do you zoom upwards? So when you have a zoom, press R, switching to build mode. How do you zoom upwards? So how do you zoom upwards? So when you have the zoom, you have the build mode, right? You press R, switching to build mode, vertical. And for walls, it doesn't matter. You can zoom anywhere. But for foundations, we need to know like which direction. One support call per 100 platforms. Yeah, that's all. You don't need more than that, dude. Fine. One support call per like which direction am I going? One support call per 100 platform. Yeah, you know, that's all. You don't need more than that, do you?
I would actually use DLSS, but I don't like the visual artifacts it has on the holograms and when I'm building, so it's like,
I was like, where's the staircase? What staircase?
really kind of off-putting. Like, I do see some of the artifacting when I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3.
I think my favorite part of that was because it was like a bit like when
No, the
we made this like we roll everyone.
Oh, see.
And like me and Jake were like,
you switched back to talking about the trailer there, so I should rewind it a bit. I'll see if I can like trigger the issue. I don't know if you'll see it on stream. So, like, I'm streaming at 30 FPS, but I'm capturing at 60 FPS. So you might not see like the full effect. If I turn DLSS on, that forces TAA on because of how DLSS works. So you see how, I don't know if you can tell, But do you see how the ghost image is appearing on the build tool when I'm walking over the hologram? And how the hologram itself is ghosting at the edge there. I don't know if it shows up on stream. Right, it's much more pronounced on like if I've got motion and the DLSS bullshit, then more of it shows up. I don't know if that's showing up as well. Yeah, but you see how there's ghosting showing up on that conveyor belt. So like I find it super distracting. And where I'm standing now, so I've got DLSS on. I haven't really optimized it best for me needs, but we'll just pretend I have. So I'm getting like 57, 58 FPS here. If I go turn this on, I've got screen percentage 75. What's 40p times 75? Yeah, so that's set for rendering at 1080p. Any lower than that, it's probably going to start bugging us. So if I just turn that off and turn temporal anti-aliasing off because I don't like it, I now get more reliably 58 FPS. So it's going 57, 58 rather than 56, 57, maybe 58. So the only thing I have to like figure out is what the hell I had the anti-aliasing set to for, because TSR maybe. Oh, it's VRAM intensive, so maybe it was TAA. Yes, some of the older games, when I switch from like a 1024 by 768 screen to a 1920 by 1920 by 1080p, like I just didn't bother putting anti-aliasing on because I was that used to seeing it at a low resolution, having all the extra pixels there. Meant that like the style and graphics that were in it, they didn't really take advantage of anti-aliasing, but the user-generated content games, they don't really have as much opportunity to optimize that shit. So I've started having to put anti-aliasing back on just so it doesn't irritate the crap out of us with all of the extra junkies that appear. Anyway, before I jump off this build, I need to rewind this and find out when they start talking about the trailer again.
I was like, where's the staircase? What staircase? What staircase?
I just switch scenes because I'm focusing on this shit.
I think my favorite part of that was the responsibility.
Let's put that on the same segment.
I think my favorite part of that Vinci trailer was honestly like the reveal of it, like when like we made this like we rickroll everyone right before we played it, And like me and Jace were literally screaming when we unveiled it in the front chat, like fucking exploding. Like that is such a strong memory, a core memory.
Yeah, I haven't really ever seen the point of
I think that memory
hypertube cannons. Like, I might revisit that now that parachutes are reusable, but they haven't ever really worked for me. Before I do that, I should go and grab some quartz. Yeah, I can see like the use in that, but the way I play Satisfactory, what I tend to be doing while I'm playing Satisfactory, if I'm building just within the Rocky Desert, the travel distances aren't that bad. Like, they're tolerable, so I don't like get that distracted. But back when I used to try and put the warehouse facility over in Dune Desert, it would take like 10 minutes for the hypertube to get there and back, and that would just give us the opportunity to step away from the desk for a while.
Excuse me? What?
I'm going to need to rewind that in a bit.
Hello?
There you go.
People never stop asking.
Well, I kind of gave up on the idea of having a storage hub, which then led to me giving up on the idea of using trains altogether.
Wait, did I mess up again? Remember the golf is a thing? Golf is never not a thing. People never stop asking me about it.
Well, for me, a lot of the stuff I do works just for me. And I constantly refine how I do things. So I don't really have... I don't really have the same, like... I kind of have the same issue, but I don't tend to recommend people do things too much. More like here is how I use signs, kind of thing. Oh, I nearly forgot to pick up the bloody quartz crystals. Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
It never ends. Oh, that's not right. It never ends. It never ends.
There we go. Now we go just that. There we go. Alright.
Nope, that's not right.
Yeah, I did remember to change. Cool. Yeah, so
Excuse me?
so I don't like recommend people, oh, this is really great, you should try this. It's just like I'm playing like this works for me. So I don't really have the signage set up, but like there's one in
Wait.
the screenshots channel in Satisfactory Discord. So like I like to use the signs. Oh shit! I haven't checked something. 8.1 broke something in the signage. I need to check if it's fixed it. So
Now this isn't running anymore.
like I've got a bit of a memory impairment, so I like to use the signs as a visual indicator of what direction stuff's going in and where it's going. That kind of sounds redundant. So I use the background layer with arrows to say what direction something is travelling in relative to where I'm viewing it from, and then also an additional sign to say where it's going. Oh, someone was asking about something there.
Well, the parachute glider. Did I accidentally remove more than I realized? Like, it's not running. Shit! Oh, we definitely have, like, you know, in Tears of the Kingdom, we have, like, different types of,
Yeah, but like, I'll send you the link on Discord so you can. Actually, no, I'll put it in Twitch chat, I suppose. Oh shit! I should really post that screenshot of the upside down shit in
That was strange.
like the experimental channel.
Remember before we had Zoo? I dare you to play the game without Zoo. I dare you. Still.
I'm tuning out a lot here. I probably shouldn't be streaming. Where am I? Oh yeah, I was going to find you that thing of signage. So from me in screenshots. Twitch chat. Yeah, so that screenshot doesn't really show off the like production rate signage as well. But it shows like the direction signage. Yeah, so I can't remember what version that sign, like that photo was taken on. But update 8 it worked. Update 8.1 it broke, where the background layer didn't get displayed anymore, and I haven't tested that on 8.2. See, if a fly lands on me monitor, I'll just blow it. Like just if I've got like the glass cleaner on hand, not the glass cleaner, but if I've got the stuff I use to clean my monitors on hand, I'll spray that on the monitor, so I don't have to like breathe on the damn fly to get rid of it. But I don't like swatting flies myself, because it just leaves smushed fly everywhere. But yeah, I think getting rid of spiders is worse. I can dump those in? Yeah, I can dump those in hypertubes. Okay, so we've got... Let's put something non-default on. And then we set the background layer. So the arrows would show up in the editor in the background. And yeah, it's still fucked in that field. I'll give Ben a ping. He was looking, he made a note of that. Find Ben's message window. Yeah, we had a bit of a fly issue during the summer, but now it's gone into the colder months, it's fine. The main issue I have is with the spiders that hang out like on the outside walls of the building. I have this habit of putting cobwebs across my door frame. So I'll be heading out for lunch and I have to now constantly check, is there a cobweb in front of us? And then I've had to start like whacking at it with like the shopping bag rather than my hand, because if people don't know that there's a spider web there, it looks really fucking weird just randomly waving my hand about in front of my front door.
Now this isn't running anymore.
Oh, I've got space for more iron rods.
Well, that was confusing. There's still. Wait, what did I? Oh my god.
Why do you keep your tea in the garage?
Shit! Oh, we definitely have like, you know how in Tears of the Kingdom we have like different types of
No spoilers for Tears of the Kingdom, no. I haven't played it yet. Oh, are you using, oh no, I was just wondering, like, I think like you'd be using, like, blended tea. But no, if you're making liquid tea, that makes more sense.
What did I remove? Where was the connection that I messed up?
You thought of getting a water cooler
Did I remove like
and just putting tea in that. So you can basically have like
now we're back.
tea on tap.
That was strange. Remember before we had Zeus? I dare you to play the game with that Zeus. I dare you.
You forget that Iroh got quite buff doing exercise in prison.
Impossible. No. We played the game without Zoop for 3 years, 4 years, 3 years? I'm sure.
Get out of range of where the stingers spawn and then rewind that and get the
Play without elevators. That could be a cool like
Zoop thing.
mode. Impossible. No. Remember before we had Zoop?
Right, when did he start talking about Zoop?
Shit! Oh, we definitely have like, you know, in Tears of the Kingdom we have like different types of well, the parachute, the glider. Have customize that. Put on the list. Thousands more items we need in the game. Where? What did I remove? Where was the connection? Did I remove like a... Okay. Remember before we had Zeus?
How much time have I got left before that kicks in? So we are at 1:45 and the state of dev thing kicks in at 2:30. I'm thinking, plus I wasn't exactly on top form tonight anyway, because I've just had a bit of an ADHD day. The nap ended up needing to be longer than normal. Like, I woke up around about 7 and then had to set my alarm for like 9. Just because I was feeling a little bit off. I think I'll like leave the live stream clipping there. Just so I don't screw up the end of the clip. Yeah, it's like, I had a bit of like issue for like keeping focused with like me work today. I'm having a bit of a problem like focusing on the live stream clipping, and despite the fact that I'm a little bit caffeinated at the moment, I probably shouldn't be up too much longer. So I'm thinking I'll just get this next 2 set of floors done, and then I'll be... Is it just 2 floors? Steel pipes was the last one. Oh no, there's 3 more floors to do. So I'll just get this floor done and then I'll be off. I don't drink coffee. I have the rather bad habit of drinking like carbonated energy drinks. I really should get into the habit of drinking actual coffee. Mostly because it tastes horrible, so I won't drink as much of it. The main issue with like the carbonated energy drinks is it's convenient to have something refrigerated and has like some nostalgic taste to it, compared to like actually making a cup of coffee, which would which would require going into the kitchen, which is the opposite end of the flat. So I'd have to go boil the kettle, either wait for the kettle to boil or remember that I boiled the kettle, and possibly forget that I had the kettle boiling and have to boil it again because it cooled down. Either that, or I'd have to get a coffee machine installed in here. But then I'd want to be getting it... Actually, that's a thought. I'm going to go check on Amazon, see if I can get USB charged coffee machine, because then I can charge one up on like over USB-C and not have to use one of the extra surge protector sockets. Because if it's like battery powered and charges over USB-C, then I can just charge it in whenever. Let's see. Well, I've searched for USB-C, and that hasn't brought anything up. Let's see, if I put in portable instead of USB. Because the other important thing is if I'm getting a coffee machine again, I don't want to be getting a pod-based one. I want one that does actual coffee. Like, basically I either want instant coffee or I want coffee grounds. Doubled up wall on the bottom left, where? What doubled up wall? What do you mean? There isn't... Like, what doubled up wall are you talking about? Are you talking about this bit here? Well, how do you know there's two walls in the same place? It does occasionally happen, like, do I have the conveyor halls? Yeah, so the conveyor halls and normal walls, it being two different pieces, you can quite easily place them in the same place. Now, I think it's happened previously. Yeah, so you can do bullshit with nudge mode, but I don't think you can double place walls. What witchcraft was what? That was just nudge mode. I've never tried it on wall segments like this, but yeah, it's a built-in feature. Yeah, I don't play modded. Like everything you see here, you can do in the vanilla game. Actually, I'll show you something. Like the last thing I do here, like tonight, I'll show you a thing. Let's put a sign on the wall. Give us a second. So just the steel pipe thing. So this will be the steel beams floor. Is that the right way around? No, it isn't. That bug's still there. Lovely. Right. Steel beams. Yeah, if you think that's wrong, just wait until you like see this thing I'm about to show you. It'll just take us a while to get there because it's all over here. Actually, no, I don't even need to do that. I can just show it over here. Right. So you know that thing when you're building a machine and it says floor too steep, right? Let's like see if I can put it somewhere that really exaggerates it. Right. So I can't build that. So, but if I do that, I can do that. Oh fucking! Oh tab bullshit. Hotbar's gone again. Right, and then you can snap the things. Oh no, floor's too steep. Nudge mode. Nudge mode. So you can pretty much put, and that's just enable nudge mode without actually nudging it anywhere. I'll show you what the end result of me taking advantage of that feature is when I get over here. I didn't want to have you to sit and wait. Because me own attention's going off, and like I don't want to be assuming that the audience is any better. Well, that's one of those features where I think they should leave it in. Like not so much there where I'm deliberately abusing it to like make like a little bridge over a cliff. But over by the starter factory, I've got like the space elevator built because I didn't want to have the faff around with putting it over there and building the entire thing out like I did in my last play session. Which I'm not sure where you I'm not sure where you were watching the stream when I was looking at the old save earlier, where you would have seen it. But because I'm only doing it starter factory style, I'm not bothering to put it on foundations. but I'm still snapping the machines to each other just so it's lined up nicely. It's just because it makes things a little bit neater and slightly easier to lay out. So what I found was, if you use the nudge mode, the floor's too steep, it tries to put down these and then stops on the these are individually controlled, which is interesting, and it just like goes on worse and worse and worse. But these were snapped with just like snap to each other. So I would like I put these ones down, and then, you know, control placed like the thingy next to it, and then used nudge mode to put it in the correct relative position. So the belting is nice and neat, but it looks really weird. I think the thing that'll be most off-putting to you, it'll probably be this smelter right here, because it's only standing on one leg. Yeah. I'm saying that one's not too bad, but that one is like literally standing on one leg. Yeah. But this isn't meant to be a permanent installation. Like, it's currently just stuck doing smart plates, and they're going into the sink because I don't like see the point in tearing it down when I get like that small boost of the sink points every now and then. I mean, you can see there it's like doing like 520, 1040 a minute from just sinking like the smart plates every now and then. I can show you what like the Space Elevator Factory would actually look like when I get around to building it again. If I save it here. Well, it's because I don't have like production set up. Like, I don't actually have a production floor set up anyway. It's all starter factories, so they're not going to sink. Production factories do get sunk. But I can show you like what the Space Elevator Factory is going to look like eventually. Just before we knock off. So I've actually found a portable coffee machine, but I can't tell if it boils water. Oh no, yeah, it does do water, so I might give that absurdity a try. I'll send it when I'm off stream, so I can send it on Discord. So that's where the Space Elevator Factory sits when it's done properly. It's just that the previous playthrough, like which I'll say previous playthrough, the playthrough that I've got currently loaded, which is the previous one to what I'm currently playing, but not loaded right now, which is tenses are weird. This is one of the reasons why I dislike the English language. So this is playthrough 20B. I'm currently like the current playthrough is playthrough 21, where I like keep refining the build strategy. Now I'm just saying the entire English language sucks. Any language that lends itself that well to puns is, by definition, crap. So, like, this is what the Space Elevator factories look like normally. not even 5. There's more of them. Like, think of all of the like invasions that have happened to us and been committed like by our ancestors, and it's like it's a big giant mess. Yeah. So like these style of manifolds have been set up to accommodate alternate recipes. I think this one here, like the spacing is set up for pure Caterium ingots. Yeah, manifolds. Oh yeah, this shit here, this isn't normal factory style. This belting here is specifically for the space elevator. Well, if I show you the signage, it might explain why. Right. So this floor here takes byproducts and converts them to power, and it produces all of these parts, which get sent up to like these floors, and then these parts get sent up to these floors, and these parts get sent up to these, and so on and so on and so on. And then all of that shit gets sent over to this side, which produces the actual space elevator parts. So the busing is kind of necessary to get parts like fed in. Now this stuff was like the earlier on things, which isn't as like neat as it possibly could be. Oh yeah, like I planned this out all in advance. Like I didn't get around to finishing it before I abandoned the save. But you can see here, it's like all that stuff. This floor I'm looking at, I think it is, yeah. So when I got to this floor, I realised the busing thing ain't working out so well. So I started feeding things in at the earliest point in the manifolding in which they get used, rather than feeding in like everything all at once, which I'm doing, you know, down here. I think I'm doing it on the floor above as well. This is one of the reasons why I like the Update 8 parachute. Yeah. It's at this point I realised that the belting didn't quite work. Because I was trying to feed it in the same style that I build the actual production floors. And having all of that shit stacked up, and then having to, like... You can see this kind of shit that I'm having to do. Just to get the supplies over to that side. This is, yeah, like the busing's like kind of ugly. Oh yeah, it was a complete nightmare. There was a couple of times I ended up sending stuff to the wrong place. Like, oh that's probably broken something. That should be connected. It's a lot neater over this side. And I've also like done these manifolds completely differently to how I do other manifolds as well. So this is actually a perfect opportunity to oh yeah, like, well, there's no clipping, kind of. There's no deliberate clipping. Because it's the space elevator factory, I realised like trying to avoid clipping it was a pain in the arse. So, like, if clipping's the most expedient way to do something, I'll just, like, leave it clipped and I won't give a shit, because it's Space Elevator Factory, I don't care. But I won't deliberately clip just because it's the most direct route. So, not have... I keep on forgetting the exact, best timing for that. Oh wait, that was the top floor. Yep, there we go. Right. Here we go. So this production floor generating 5 unit a minute of smart plate. But the total output of the recipes is actually 7. But I did something that I've done here, which I haven't done anywhere else. Well, when I say here, I mean the space elevator facility. Something I did here that I haven't done anywhere else is modular engine needs 5 unit a minute of smart plate. So what I would do normally is I would have 5 unit a minute be producing that manifold. But by the time you're producing modular engine, you are no longer shipping smart plate direct to the space elevator, so you can just overflow it. And everything's fine. So, like, this is more like how I do things in me manifolding. So, yeah, that's kind of a bus thing going on, but at least it's not fucking sushi. Like this, like I'm not sure I would count this as a bus, but it's a lot more manageable than trying to figure out how the hell sushi belting works, or like the nonsense of like, oh, let's load balance everything. Just shove it all into one manifold and then have production manifolds coming out. And let's see. That screenshot. I might have tried doing sushi like once and then quickly realised it was a terrible idea. So it's like, there's the facility that screenshot I posted earlier was on. That facility never got completed. It's only got like smelters stuck behind the walls instead of actual production manifolds. Yeah, you do get a good overview of stuff up here. So that starter factory I've got currently, I used to have down here as well, and then it got completely dismantled once I moved everything out, because the iron for this facility comes from all the way over there. Oh yeah, I do like me viaducting, but like, as we'll get in closer, you'll see it's kind of a mess. Let's see, which one's the messiest? Let's go for this one. This one I kind of screwed up a bit, even with all this signage, so it required a bit extra work. And it's also never got completed, but it's one of those things where I did plan it in advance. Yeah, so imagine the background layer on these actually works as well. So you can see in the editor, the background layer is there, but you don't see the arrows. So that's saying in like this lane, we would have aluminium ingots, aluminium casing, and empty fuel canisters and fuel going to fused modular frame over in that facility. Well, the belts are only unused because I abandoned the safe. Like, the facility for setting that up is over there, I've never finished it before I abandoned the save. But one thing I learned fairly early on, that if I don't reserve all of these lanes ahead of time, it makes it a lot messier doing this bullshit. So here I've got deuterium ingot heading off down there for whatever reason. Oh yeah, gas mask filters being produced down there. Forget why. probably do with the polyres filters. I don't know that I've got the VODs on the YouTube channel for this, but I spent like quite a few lunch break streams, like pottering about, finessing this and like dismantling large chunks of it and rebuilding it. So like this whole junction's a mess as well, because some of the stuff was designed to go on, some of it was designed to like turn left and right, and dropping down levels as well becomes extra messy, and it got dismantled a lot. So you can see how wide this viaducting is. It's a whole big giant mess. And like a lot of lane switching because like stuff's not getting used. But yeah, if you hold on a second, I'll show you. Like I'll zoom in and I'll show you the output signage, kind of. So yeah, when I actually do a production like thing, I say like, oop, that's where it's going. That's how much is being produced. That's how many machines is involved in it, and that's how much resources are going in. So then I can total that up on the side of the building, so that when I rebalance recipes, I can just jump around the houses, update everything, and then I've got me built-in notes. There we go. But yeah, I'm going to take this opportunity to pop off as well. It's approaching 2 AM and I've got work in the morning, and I'll send you that link to the USB coffee maker thing. So, yep, that's going to be all for now, and I will be on at some point tomorrow. Thanks for joining. Goodbye.